guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are still in Hawaii. We are out with the Porsche Club of Hawaii. We're out for a spin today. We're going to take a look at some of the local cars and see what they get up to here in Hawaii. We were saying, you're the president of the Porsche Club here in the US, Hawaii based.
In the Hawaii region. We cover Oahu, Maui, Kauai, Lanai, most of the islands, all of the islands except the big island of Hawaii is its own region as of a few years ago.
How many members do you have?
Just under 400.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good sized group.
It is. It is. It's an active, energetic, good sized, diverse group.
So where's our first meeting point today?
Cafe Kalave in Kaneohe. It's a breakfast club, or breakfast cafe frequented by several members of our club that live up in that direction. One of the guys, Rob, that lives up there, and Joel go there quite a bit. Joel is a state police officer. I like running right behind him when we go on cruises.
Aloha, good morning, welcome to Hawaii. My name is Robin, and I guess I get to introduce my car, which is going to be fun.
And you're the first of the day.
And I'm the first of the day.
First of the day. Setting the tone for everybody else.
Absolutely, they've all got to figure it out after me.
So, 911 SC.
Yes, indeed.
Targa.
Yes, indeed.
In a beautiful paint job.
It's a 1982, and I want to say that color came out with Porsche around 18. And they call it chalk, they call it crayon, they call it a lot of different things. It's very unusual when you see a lot of Porsches together. This often stands out because it's so different.
Yeah, and especially on a classic car, because it was a
Indeed.
more modern color.
It is a
but
modern
on a classic
color, right.
car, it looks great.
Yeah, so I purchased this car 4 years ago, and it's relatively stock. It has been lowered. I have an M&K exhaust on it that has this really fantastic tone. Have a look at it.
Yeah, and it is lowered nicely.
It is.
Because normally...
The Euro, it's one step below the Euro spec lowering.
Because normally the American height is a little bit...
Correct.
higher.
Yeah. And of course, I have to be concerned a little entering driveways and low spots on the roads. And
yeah.
Hawaii is notorious for potholes, so...
And you see some of the back roads around here. The
Horrendous.
roads are not good
Right.
at all.
So I drive it gingerly in areas that I'm not familiar with.
Nice set of clean wheels though.
Yeah, it's a little nod to that RS look.
Yeah, like that matte kind of finish
That
looks
matte
really
finish.
nice with the colour of the car.
And I'm not a guy that likes to clean and polish and do these things. So if I can rinse it off and really be done with it, I'm happy.
Interior, that's a red.
It is. I call it hooker red. My wife doesn't call it that. And like I was saying, the motor's stock. It drives well. It's a lot of fun, and you know the group that we drive with, the PCA Club of Hawaii, is a really excellent bunch of guys that are always up for a ride, a drive, and certainly to go and eat breakfast. So.
Yeah.
Aloha, Carlos Munivar, owner of this 1991 Porsche 964 Turbo. Third owner of the car. I bought it from Dick Barber. He is a racing legend. If you've not heard of him, look him up, Dick Barber. What can I say? It's original paint, guards red, black interior. Slight mods that I've done to the car, interior-wise, cosmetic mods.
Oh.
Steering wheel.
Interior is very clean.
Shift boot, shift knob.
Oh, that's nice.
Just a few cosmetic things that I've done to the car.
It's a lovely clean interior.
Yes, it is. Really enjoy driving it. It's so analog. I mean, for back in the day when these cars were made, you didn't buy them for comfort, you bought them for speed.
Yeah.
And handling.
And how long have you had it for?
I've had this car about 4 years now. I shipped it in from the mainland and just baby in the car. You know, I keep it at the house. I take it out weekends when we drive with the club. It's not an everyday driver. It could be. It's in that type of condition to be an everyday driver, but
the condition is really nice. Original paint, is it?
Original paint.
Wow.
Headlights, I did change them out to be a little bit more of the up-to-date headlights because as you know on these cars, the headlights are very dim.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to, for safety features and you know, just to upgrade, I changed out the headlights, LED and the fog lights to give it just a bit more.
Yeah, because when you get up here and some of the smaller, narrower roads, it's probably, and you know, we came in this morning in a bit of fog and things. It's probably good to have a set of headlights that work.
It needed some of that stuff, and I'm glad I did it. I'm real happy with the product. It's from a company called 911. So I went with the fluted just to kind of keep the prominence of the car.
It's a beautiful example. That paint is
Would you like me to open the back and the front?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a 3.3 liter. 3.3 liter engine. Pushing right about 327 horsepower.
Wow.
But, you know, very, very clean car.
It's immaculate. It's not just clean, it's immaculate.
Well, these cars, I mean, you want to keep up with the maintenance on them and keep them clean, obviously.
That's a beautiful example.
That's my torque wrench there.
It's a beautiful example.
No, thank you so much.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
964 Turbo is a little bit special.
Just a little.
Yeah, and in that, I think I've never been a big fan of Guards Red. However, I think on a 964, it suits the car so well. I think the shape of the car and the colour really kind of complement each other, I think, really well.
Most of the Guards Red cars, this genre, they have the tan interior.
Yeah.
And I'm more partial to the black. I'm very lucky that I found it with a black interior.
And where did you find the car?
I bought it from Dick Barber.
Yeah.
On the mainland. Dick.
Out of California or?
No, he was in Georgia actually.
Oh,
it's a Texas car originally. I'm the third owner. Dick Barber had it, and when I had a 90 Cabriolet wide body, and I sold that, and I wanted another car, and I found this car, and I bought it from him. Had it enclosed truck to California, and then put it on a ship out here.
No, it is gorgeous. Wow, congratulations, because that is perfect. So I guess majority of people get theirs maintained probably at the dealership, to be fair. But is there a collection of like smaller garages as well that support the community?
You know, there's not as many. We lost one recently, retired and moved back to the mainland, and so the majority and warranty work and that sort of thing, you know, but we're the only island with a dealership.
Ah, didn't even think about that.
And we have lost our inter-island ferry that really serviced a lot of members. There were environmental and other kinds of concerns. Yeah. And so the ferry got stopped before I moved here several years ago now. So so there are some mechanics, that's other options depending on what you need, but not widely utilized from my perspective. A lot of our members are super handy and help each other.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and help each other or share experiences. you know, with some of the locals and that, and some of the guys have diagnostic equipment they may not be able to repair, but they can help send you in a good direction. So, and that's one of the wonderful things of the club. We have an app that is just for club members, and you can go in with tech issues, mechanical kinds of things, and get help with things, or who to go to assist with things. So and we've just had the app a few years, and it just really helps the diverse interests of the group.
Oh, wow.
Hi, I'm Pat Gill, and this is my 96993 C4. I've had the car for roughly 3 years. I'm the third owner. It was a mainland car that were purchased by a couple and sent to their resort in Vail, Colorado. So it was always a secondary car. When I purchased it 3 years ago, it only had 31,000 miles on it, and it has just under 35,000 on it right now. We've made some slight updates to it. We changed the wheels out, and
I do like the wheels. They really suit the car.
put like a center line type wheel on. I mean, a speed line wheel on it, and then changed the interior out, removed the wood, and just kind of updated it with a Momo wheel. Pulled out the wood and changed it out for carbon fiber. Changed the shifter out.
Yeah, because I was saying here, like in Australia, we don't get a lot of cars with wood in them, and I've seen it a lot in the Middle East, but even just the few 911s out here I've seen in Hawaii, wood is quite a common addition, but I think the carbon fiber is a nice touch.
Yeah, we just I try to keep them the same, not update them too much, but also make them just a little bit updated without ruining the flavor of the car.
It's a really good condition. Like that top's really tight as well. Look at that.
Yeah, it's been a really nice car. We haven't had a stick of problems with it. Drives well, drives straight. Just really the nicest Porsche I've ever owned, and I'm 68 now, and I've owned Porsche since I was 18. So,
and a 356 owner, I was hearing.
Yeah, we have a 356 sunroof coupe that we're in the process of restoring right now. We're probably about maybe 3 months away from having it on the road.
Okay.
It's been about a 2-year restoration. So.
What year?
1956.
Ooh,
356
that's
sunroof.
An early car.
It's a real early car, and we found it in a guy's garage. It was actually running when we got it. So we took it all the way down to the body, had it sandblasted, and I was scared to death when we had it sandblasted because I thought we might find a lot of rust underneath it. It seemed like, there were a lot of ripples, but turned out it wasn't body work. I mean, it was some body work, but not that it needed to be done. I think that there was just an amateur body guy that decided to. And so once we sandblasted
back in the day,
it,
somebody would have done some work.
Had very, very little rust on it. We were just blown away, and looking forward to getting it on the road.
That's a nice collection then.
Yeah, the sunroof coupe is a really rare one too. So.
Yeah, you don't, because 911s it used to be, non-sunroof was rare, but with a 356, the sunroof is the rare option.
And it's amazing. The one thing that I found about that is there's a little tiny T-handle that you use to open the sunroof. Couldn't find one of those anywhere. I went to everybody that I knew, and so I finally advertised, and I found a guy in Germany. So that little thing cost me $540 US. And then a friend of mine that owns a Cup team got a hold of me, and they found one. Porsche found one for me in Germany, new old stock in a box, $1,100 for a little tiny handle. So they get up there.
And I've restored a few 356s in my time. What I find is that there's the weight to dollar ratio is sometimes a little bit off with a 356. Like the smallest part can be really expensive, and then the biggest part, because it's not got a great big Porsche stamp on it, is actually a lot cheaper. The dollar to weight ratio is a little bit off sometimes with a 356.
It's like buying oceanfront property.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, there's a bit of a shock to the system with that.
Yep, for sure.
Well, that's lovely. And here we go. Here's a bit of flashback at home. The number plate. See you later. Yeah, thank you. How long have you had this beauty?
3 years now. I bought it from the dealership here. That's right, 991.1. That's right.
So what were you thinking of getting if you got rid of this? Because this is beautiful.
Yeah, GT3.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You know,
if you're going to upgrade from
You know,
a turbo
or a Turbo S, but I don't really need the extra horsepower. I love this turbo. I don't really need the S. But as far as body style, my little Carrera had the GT3 body on it. The 997, the second one, I wrapped it Miami blue. It was black, and they had the carbon fiber huge wing, and you know, it was just like the one that who wouldn't pass the ground clearance. You will
Are they
find,
strict on the exhausts and things here, or?
Are they strict on exhaust? No, they've lightened up from where they were. From where I was just 3 years ago having troubles getting that car to pass. Now they've like lightened up
Yeah, okay.
on a lot of the things. I mean, the first time I took my first 911, it was a 997 Carrera, and I shipped it here when we moved here. I had a, on my side markers, I had a clear marker cover, but the bulb was yellow. And the local, I didn't know it. The dealer did it for free. I just got here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they failed it.
When I chose it, I was looking for a coupe, and I wanted this exact style and sunroof delete and everything. And then I thought this will be a short-term ownership, this Targa. I absolutely love my Targa.
Yeah.
So it went from a maybe short-term to I'm not going to get rid of it. I love it. This area that we're going up is it's a botanical garden, and it's just at the base of this mountain here.
Yeah, that mountain is spectacular. There we go. That's where we're heading, to the base of the mountain.
As you see the mountains that are surrounding us, that's one half of a volcano. The other half on the ocean side was broken down over thousands and thousands of years, so it makes up half of the crescent shaped of area that we're sitting in right now.
Yeah, because I guess you can see
Yeah, it goes right
like
the way around.
and the ridge on it,
Yeah,
rather than it being like a mountain or a hill which has a
right.
top.
So
It's got
sat
very
like
much a
this,
ridge, yeah.
And the ocean wore it away, and now it looks like this.
Yeah, wow. And there we go, that's what we're talking about. Well, that's a beautiful spot in the world.
Isn't it? Oh, isn't that sexy?
Come for a drive, and I think we captured some of the history of what this is. This is part of we're in the part of the basin of the volcano, and that's the edge of the volcano up there. You can just see the sharpness of it, of how it must have been. It looks like there's some kind of cable car, or I don't know if that's just power lines, but there's definitely something up the top there. This is a brilliant part of the world. And you think about Hawaii all the time, and it is surfing and sunshine, but this is what it's all made upon, volcanoes and all the history behind it. Unbelievable place. And we've just kind of come up in elevation, and therefore it's a little bit foggy. Got a few cars with us, came in here. Of course, this is the Porsche 911 Turbo 991.1 that we came in. This is Christy's car. Picked us up from the hotel. That was spectacular. Top dock number plate. There we go. And then the crew are here. We're going to get some photos. The Targa's always lovely, and the roof on top of those. That will probably make a nice shot underneath that tree just there. Very nice. The Speed Yellow. It's a lovely car. Yeah, we might get some photos and see what we can pull off here for a cover image perhaps. That's me, so amateur hour, racing yellow, not speed yellow. I've had a coffee, should have known better.
Yeah.
Is it a slightly whiter yellow than the speed yellow?
It's a little brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little more
Luster
to it.
Yeah.
More luster to it, I guess is what you'd say.
So this is a Mosheimer wing on here. It's got Got a little bit of an edge to it. Not a ducktail exactly, but it's got a little bit of an edge on it. I think that is a really nice subtle touch on the Targa. And probably where we're parked, I'll probably just fall in a ditch somewhere, but we might be able to capture, there we go, can we see that? A little bit of an edge on there. Thank you. And you don't have a racetrack here in Hawaii, do you?
No, we have a lot of events out at the stadium. We've got autocross out there. You can talk to some of the guys that are a little more informed than I am. Mike Kitchens is kind of head of the initiative. There's some property that's been, as I understand, devoted. It's in some design stages. So it looks like we may be getting something.
Ah.
I'm a track girl. In Chicago, our home track, we had a home track. I just got in my car one weekend and drove there, much to my husband's dismay. He went from buying me jewelry to helmets and Hans device and fire retardant clothes and gloves and shoes and stuff.
New tires.
And tires and brakes and yeah. And I worked the track up at Road America at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin for about 3 years. Memorial Day and Labor Day weekends, and gridded the track and weighed the cars and just did teched them. I was on the tech team for Chicago, so I teched them and qualified them with their badges to get on the track and that sort of thing, and then finally got the nerve to do it. Finally got the nerve to have a team and have, but so that we don't have here. We do mostly cruise driving events, are mostly cruises. We haven't done scavenger event or rallies for a while, but we've got one planned for our April Foolish Drive coming up. And we do social events and coffees in the morning and try to do what we call pauhana, Friday night after work, meet somewhere and have a light drink, but mostly socialize and a few appetizers.
Yeah.
And do that sort of thing. But we are heavy duty charity driven, and so we do something about every other month. We declare a charity annually, but we support our food bank. We do veterans work. We did a lot of fundraising for Maui and got chapters on the mainland to pitch in with us with the Red Cross. Our VP was head of disaster relief for the Red Cross, so he spent a lot of time over in Maui, but we supported him and the Red Cross and did a lot.
Next time. Well, there we go. That's all from us and the Porsche Club of Hawaii. We've absolutely had a brilliant day. Thank you very much, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Thanks, guys.